Kill, 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 kill. No, I'm just kidding. Banana. This is stupid. What's wrong with having a blasphemy law?
Okay, so this is going to be a rant. I haven't planned for this. This is straight off the cuff. So recently I just literally went on Twitter or whatever, Facebook.
I already
saw
dislike
that
it.
the Saudi prince, king, whatever he is, wants to ban...
Okay, why do they have to get involved in international politics? Or, other countries' domestic politics? See?
And any...
Maybe Muslims in Saudi Arabia, for the most part, want Islam. I don't see why it's any of your business anyway. Oh, because Muslims cannot be free anywhere? Is that why? Everywhere they go, they have to hear people like you and your stupid opinions.
satire and wants to put people in prison.
Why do we have to protect satire, but we can't protect our religion from ignorant people who so-called criticizing?
Jokes or satire in his country, and possibly even death. He wants to get an opinion.
Wow. And Muslims got tortured in orange suits in Guantanamo who were innocent people. So what? Something they didn't do. Where were you then?
You know, some cleric, whatever it is, to say, can we kill someone for making jokes or satire on Islam? Or
Well, you know what? If you want to make jokes and satire, go live in the West, since you love it so much. Yes, and stay there.
This comes not that long after.
I mean, I think it's a pretty idiotic person who goes blogging and writing against the government or making satire when they're living in a country that would imprison you for it. So, just from a common sense perspective, it seems idiotic. And that's what atheists really are. Okay? They are idiotic.
The newly elected Prime Minister of Pakistan said that he...
I'm not saying I want to kill anyone, just saying that, apostates, they could do that in the West. And nobody would kill them and they would actually get support, because that's what these atheist apostates are getting. Lots of support just to blab about everything that they don't know about. Insult other people's religion, which does not promote peace. If you want to promote peace, you should stop what you're doing.
It's a blasphemy law and wants basically an international blasphemy law where no one should be able to make fun of the Prophet Muhammad.
How is it an international blasphemy law? Is Saudi Arabia going to drag people out of America and kill them? Or put them in prison? See, every country has their own laws. If you're living in China, you should follow the law. Doesn't matter what the law is. Just follow it and you'll be fine.
Okay. So, I don't know
Don't
if
sell
it's
drugs in
banned.
China. You want freedom to sell drugs in China. Why? Well, I guess because everybody gets to do whatever they want. How would any country function like that? See, no country can function without a proper penal law. That's just a fact. But, apostates don't like facts.
Planned, coincidence, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter. I honestly think this, along with many other things, is one of the reasons why Islam, or Muslim countries, Islam as a civilization, in its current state, will never, ever be better than the West, or even the East, like Japan, South Korea.
You don't understand. Islam doesn't change. So it's not like Islam in its current state. You know, it's not like a pregnant woman. Now she's pregnant in her current state, she weighs 200 kilos. And then after her baby is born, she weighs 150 kilos. That's one big mama. So Islam is a religion. It doesn't change. It never will change. It's always what it is. So that's what you people don't understand, first of all.
Never. You have to understand.
What's
that
so
we
great
are
about the West? You mean putting people in orange jumpsuits and sticking things in orifices or electrocuting them with hoods on? Yes, that West. Oh, maybe you missed that part of modern Western history. Because it's so great, you were busy
we are so
being dazzled,
species,
and you missed
because
that.
we're very strong.
Your eyes were so dazzled that you missed the fact that Guantanamo was torturing innocent people. Not Guantanamo, the American base there, okay? Tortured innocent people Where were you? Where was your rant?
We can't run that fast, we haven't got claws or massive teeth, we're not great at all those things like a tiger or a whale or an eagle would be great at. The only reason why we have been able to survive and thrive is because of what we have in here.
Really? I don't think you have much up there, buddy.
The ability to think.
The collective we.
Ability to critique.
Collective we, peaceful people, are trying to stop people like you from causing problems. Keep posting, man. A free society needs you. Yes, go stay in America. It's a free society. Go stay there. Our society needs you. If you don't mind, I'm going to make a video on this topic. I'll credit you. You ignited something in me. Oh, please. Just another person making another video about so-called freedom. Love this. Spot on. The Islamic world is a mental prison. No, the Islamic world is just like everybody else. They just won't live in peace, okay? But you guys won't let them. See, Ruhid, peace be upon him. Lots of these people seem to love so much attention just to get attention to themselves and promote themselves. See, they can't even spell Prophet Muhammad's name with a capital M because it would kill them, you know. That's what would kill them, not Islam. They can't stand that Islam exists and there are people who love Islam. That's the reality. They do not want peace. People are sending probes into space. Meanwhile, on the other side of the planet, they are stoning adulterers. Yeah, and on your side of the planet, adulterers are probably killing each other. Okay. Imran Khan is a classic hypocrite. He enjoyed partying and drinking in the West. He sure as hell didn't meet his first wife at an Islamic convention. And so what? What is that to you? Why is that any of your business? Why do you even care? Or like a shady London nightclub. Well, do you know them personally? Like, I hate these kind of people. Hating on Imran and his wife. What do you know about them, really? Give me a break. Islam in its very essence is a very hardcore religion with very, very... Okay. I'm not even gonna... What kind of comment is that? Very, very, very annoying. Islam will never be better than anything. Woke Hindus. Oh, but Hindus and Hinduism will be better than anything because they burn their wives, you know. The wives commit suicide at their husband's pyre when they're dead. Congratulations, Hindus. A gay actor got arrested in Pakistan for having alcohol today. Ali Salim. Some news agencies are saying, what? Or others, domestic abuse was issued. Police didn't find anything like that, but arrested Ali for alcohol and some drugs. Well, at least spell your friend Ali's name with a capital A. And this messed up problem about so on. And maybe people will leave you alone. Okay? I'm not saying gays should be killed or anything. I'm just saying, you know, that these kind of people don't use their brains. Unfortunately. Police didn't find anything like that, but arrested Ali for alcohol and some drugs. Oh, so suddenly drugs is okay. Suddenly conflicting news. Well, if you weren't there, Samir, then maybe you should just be quiet. Because you know what's happening, right? Oh, as a former Muslim, congratulations. Well, that's too bad for you. We do love this man. Freedom to be individuals, to voice our critical thoughts, without fear of consequences, infinitely more important than freedom to stop people from criticizing. Whatever. You know, you don't have to live in Saudi Arabia. Don't enjoy all the perks and living there. And then go and criticize, okay? You should just be quiet. That's just my opinion. If you want to promote peace, for real, then don't go around bashing Islam and bashing Muslims. And expect no consequences. That's just not being realistic. Muslims have been kept in the dark. Who do you think is critiquing Islamic books, the scriptures? It's always been Muslims, bro. Okay? You guys just don't know what you're talking about. They will be able to distinguish between right and wrong. But evolution is correct, right? We all agreed that evolution is true. Do we not? That there is some form of evolution happening, right? We agree. So apply that, your evolution, to humans and their culture. Do that. So you're saying that these Neanderthals had a culture and painted and did cave paintings, and that shows thought and so on. Let's apply human evolution to the Arabs and Iranians and the Persians, okay, in their time, not the Iranians, the Persians, the ancestors of the Iranians. Let's apply human evolution theory to those situations, okay? So, culturally, what does evolution say about culture? You know, do cultures evolve? I don't know. Let's not maybe get into that. Do people evolve different ideas over time? Maybe they have, right? We don't see people marrying 8 and 9-year-olds, okay? There's a reason for that. Not killings or innocent non-Muslims by calling them kafir. I don't think anybody died when you called them kafir. Hey, kafir. Oh, sorry. You just suddenly died on me. I guess kafir has this magical power. When you say the word, people just drop dead. It doesn't make any sense. And I find it's rude to call people names that they don't like, personally. You know, Allah in the Quran calls people of the book. It doesn't call them, hey, kafirs. Okay? But just, you people don't see anything good. Okay? You don't see the good things. You only complain about stuff that you don't understand. Next time, I can't even stand to read these comments, because I know I'll just hate them. This guy's being a whoosh. How much does this Islam came from the 7th century? Whatever. Muslims only love you when you agree with them. Okay, love me and agree with me, and I'll agree with you. I'm just going to agree with the man here. And I am so great, that is, our people like you. These people don't even know how to read English and speak English.
Now, if you are going to put laws in place in your country, in your civilization, in your religion, that stop you from thinking to your maximum capacity.
I think you people don't think. You're totally wrong, okay, buddy?
You can't talk about this person.
You're totally wrong.
That person. If you do,
blah, blah, blah. He has a picture of himself in the back. It's retarded.
Be punished. Sending out a very clear message to everyone else.
Who does caricature of themselves?
And this will not be tolerated. Free thought, satire, speech, expression, free open inquiry will not be tolerated. If that's the kind of society that you are going to build, if that's the kind of country or atmosphere that you're going to build in your country, then guess what? You will never, ever be able to compete with people who can think freely. You will never be able to compete with them. It's not about oil and resources. I mean, I had someone comment on my video, Imran Khan video, and said, you know, okay, fine, you know, the blasphemy law isn't great or something like that, but you're not taking into consideration about his policies on the economy or the policies on healthcare and all the great, genuinely great. If that's what he believes and that's what he's going to do, then fantastic. But to be great is not simply about a policy here or there. It's your whole vision for the country. It's your whole philosophy, your ideology. Are these a tolerant people? Are we a tolerant people? Do we have the stomach and the thick enough skin to question ourselves? Because guess what? You will go wrong. Just like every other human being on this planet makes mistakes. The successful ones learn from the mistakes. You cannot learn from them if you firstly do not acknowledge them and have an open enough mind to critique yourself. And it may hurt. In fact, it does hurt when you critique yourself. And the same is true on the level of a country or on the level of a civilization. Muslims need to have a very open and honest conversation about where they're going wrong. Where they're going wrong is they're focusing on the most superficial and nonsensical things like blasphemy, cartoons, you can't make fun of this, don't insult the Prophet. But they don't want to talk about real things that actually kill people, like the blasphemy law, apostasy law, stoning, the disparity in rights with women and men, the disparity in rights between the majority and religious minorities, the way gay people are treated. They don't want to talk about actual tangible things that hurt human beings and hold people back from achieving their maximum potential. They don't want to focus on that. But they want to focus, unfortunately, on petty, nonsensical, rubbish, waste of time laws like blasphemy laws or apostasy.
Yeah, let's not focus on peace and making peace between people. Let's focus on criticizing Islam, because it's so important to criticize Islam and hate on Muslims. Let's focus on that, because that's what life is all about. Life is all about criticizing Islam. Well, it is for you guys, you know. So this is my comment. Life is all about criticizing Islam. Hashtag okay. But what about peace? Nah, forget that. It's overrated. It's too hard to try to create peace among different people. It's much easier to insult other people's religion. But let's love American values, because they gave the world Guantanamo so that we may never erase the images of hashtag Muslims in orange jumpsuits being tortured. And some actual decent free-thinking writers could later tell us in detail about a female soldier smearing what she said was menstrual blood on a prisoner, and other lovely details we learned about in graphic horror. Because we need to know the truth about what the West stands for. Only if such writers are actually telling us that stuff, because America wasn't going to offer us that information for nothing, right? For the sake of truth, maybe. Like, who did 9/11? Oh, it was not Saddam who was the mastermind. But let the innocent children and families in Iraq pay for the crimes of the so-called terrorists. Hashtag, by the way, the said terrorists, so-called, were not capable of 9/11. But I think a genius like yourself knows that. LOL. Crying emoji. Frustrated. Oh, but let's be frustrated and get our panties in a twist, because you're not allowed to draw caricatures in Saudi Arabia. Rant.